All right, according to the little red button, it says we are live. Welcome back, everyone. Is your six covered? Appreciate you showing up. And we'll just have some fun, see what kind of trouble we can get into, see if we can get the chat shut down by the YouTube gods. And I don't know. We'll have some fun. Let's get out there real quick. We got John Rollins in first, Chris Estes second, Wes M's out there, Willard, and Mr. Papa's Place. What is going on, everybody? We'll get started here. Hopefully you guys got the notifications. While we're waiting, why don't you hit the thumbs up button? Always seems to help. Get some people in here. We'll see what kind of direction this will stir. We're going to have some fun and see what's going on. Brody, I haven't made any room yet, buddy. Not worried about that. We got Mr. Josh out there. Josh, you working tonight or are you off tonight? Matt Cross, Brian T. Daniel got as my judge. And who else we got out there? Brody says, I'm in due time. Yeah, one of these days. We shall see. Whoa, dang, we got Otter out there from Iceland. The famous Abigail from Florida. Who else we got? We got Snipe Dust. What's up, Snipe Dust? Hopefully you're doing well, buddy. Thought I saw you on Chris Way's post, or at least you're tagged in it or something. Let's see. Provider Racing's out there. Douglas, what's going on, Douglas? Robert Warren. Did you get a haircut? I did get a haircut. We will have some fun tonight. I think I'm going to do a free-for-all tonight. We're going to have some I'm going to put a link out there, and you guys will be able to jump on the panel and ask questions, have fun, see how it goes. These usually don't go well. So if you are normally in the chat, I'm going to approve it to jump in. But if you're some new name that I've never heard of or don't know who it is, more than likely I'm not going to, maybe. I guess it'll depend. But we'll I've had these go really bad sometimes, which can be kind of entertaining and kind of fun all at the same time. Oh, see, Pursuit of Accuracy, he's off. So, Rick, did you get a haircut? Yes, sir, I did, DW. Congrats on the 3 times 1 mile. Great shooting. Appreciate it, Otter. That was a lot of fun. I was all super pumped up about it. And I was glad to do it. And the best part was the money went to a good charitable cause. Snipe Dust, I know, my man. If you guys don't know Snipe Dust was a huge help in us making things happen when we went to Utah and Las Vegas, Arizona. Huge shout out to Snipe Dust. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Let's see. What is your preferred way to mount a scope so the reticle is not canted? Plumb line or flashlight? Plumb line and flashlight. You want to do both those at the same time. Plumb bob, or you can use a level, depending on what you want to do. You can draw a line that's already level. I know, who was it? Was it Pursuit of Accuracy? No, it was Kenny. Eagle Eye. I think it was Kenny. He actually has the crosshairs already done on his wall. And when he backlights it, as long as it matches up right, it's the way to go. But yeah, something to think about. So this would be a good question while we're waiting for everybody to show up. Is on an MV3 or an LRA, long range arms. And I want to try to get a video out on these, but so if you have a chassis that has some type of bubble level in it and you're thinking, well, I don't think it's right. Or if you have a spur mount scope and you're thinking it has a level in it, I think one of these has one. This one's got weight in it. It might have one. But they got all sorts of different ways of doing this. Yeah, see, this is a spur mount. It has a bubble level in it. So depending on if your rifle's canted. But the problem is is your rifle cannon, or is it this bubble level, the one on the chassis? It seems like when you add an LRA, you have the chassis level, and then you have the scope level. It always seems like something's not right. So the best way is basically to get your rifle level is the plumb bob if you want your scope right. But you really got to make sure that your rifle's correct before you go messing with it. Now, if you guys know or don't know, on these electronic ones, which you'll see like a light, it'll tell you if it's canted left or right, or if it's green in the middle means your rifle's, this thing is level. So you can actually, when you're doing all that, if you're running one of these, you can confirm it. Say it's off. So say you put a level, whether it's your iPhone or whatever, on your chassis. Your chassis is perfectly level now. Then you put one on top of, say, the scope rings, and the scope rings are nice and flat. Remember that you're going to have that 10 degrees to or 30 MOAs or whatever type of MOA you have on your thing, unless it's at 0. You put your scope on there as well. That's going to get you close to perfect. And then maybe tighten it down a little bit and then confirm everything with the plumb bob to make sure that your reticle. Remember, guys, the reticle that they installed could be off too. So you want to make sure that your chassis, your scope, and the reticle is all completely in line with one another. So there's a few things that you'll want to check out. But the plumb bob and backlighting it with the bright flashlight definitely works well. Putting all three of those together will probably give you the best answer you can get. We got Mr. Bald and Curious out there. What is going on? Chris Beck's out there. But I'm going to go ahead and toss in Six Creator email. I read your email and I had put the information on it with the original email. If you get a chance, check it out. You're killing me, Smalls, Thomas Rowland says. You didn't need any electronic crap to hit one MOA at 1750. No, but it sure helps when you're in a rush. Take 1 tablespoon every 2 hours until you feel better. Yo, ass don't never answer. I replied to that email. So that email, let's see, where did I put it? What is Jerry Parker doing? Let's see. Everyone get the thumbs up button. I did it twice. Pursuit of accuracy. Ha ha. All right. So the link I put down, you guys, is a link to jump into the panel. So make sure you're clothed. Try not to talk like too much of a sailor, as there is ladies and sometimes young shooters watch this as well to hopefully learn something. We got Mr. Elster out there. What's going on? I have a mini level that I put on my rifle upper receiver rail, then level the scope reticle with the level at 50 yards away. Quick and easy. Smash the thumbs up. Awesome. Good comments. See if anybody gets a chance to jump in for a little bit. And see what happens. So I got a few things in the mail that I don't know if I showed you guys this or not. So this is the Gray Ops plate. It's got a brassiere on it right now for holding my tater tot. So let's have some fun, see what happens. We got a tree feller out there. Thomas Rowland says, an ounce of confidence would do us all some good. Just drink vodka until you pass out. If you're asleep, you'll feel your sinuses and lungs. Who's not feeling well? I must have missed something. Hopefully you guys are doing okay. Oh, there he is, Mr. Pursuit of CZs.
What's up?
How are you, my friend?
Doing good. I'm at work.
You're at work.
Skipping out on work. Yep.
Yeah. You're waiting for the computers to blow up and have to fix them, or what?
Yeah, pretty much.
I got some pictures for you. I don't know if you had a chance to check out. Let me do this. dpgunworks.com's Instagram.
No, I haven't.
But
I hope it's not a Remex for you.
well, let me show you what's coming in the mail.
To me or you?
No, it's not for you, buddy. Let's see here. So here's the new picture. We got Matt Cross out there. Hold on one sec, Matt. I'll throw you in here. That is not the greatest. That's the new IY6C rifle right there. It's in a MPA hybrid. Nice. So I'm kind of going back. I'm going to try that chassis again. Here's the front of it. Got me a big old Johnny Holmes barrel on there.
Nice.
It's a 1.20 contour. Here's a better picture of the barrel.
Oh, yeah. No harmonics in that thing.
No, just a big old truck axle. Here's a print. Here's printed with Ely Bullseye, which is, you know, towards the bottom of the
not
thing, but
real
it's
crazy.
0.6 at 1,000 yards. Totally kidding. 50 yards.
No, looks good.
I shipped him some of the ammo, that Ely match.
Yeah.
That I did the lot testing for. So he's gonna test that out and see. I sent him some Center X and some other stuff. So what's up, Matt? How you doing, buddy?
Come on, Matt.
Can you speak?
What's up, fellas?
There he is.
He's alive.
He's alive.
Not much. I brought you something, Rick.
What'd you bring me?
Hopefully a personality.
This is my favorite way to level a scope right here.
All right, tell us about it.
Wet paint. What do you think? Mort was looking. I told him wet paint. It said wet paint.
Okay, so
Sorry.
I'll be better off just to show you. This is an adjustable parallel set. It's like $45 from Amazon. See if the camera will pick this up.
I see something.
Give me just a second. It's not wanting to adjust.
That's because you're live on
Okay, there we
camera.
go. All right, do you see how the top part of that slides?
Yep.
So the height between the top and the bottom of that adjusts. So what I do is I squeeze this in between the bottom of my scope and the top of my scope mount, and then adjust the height of the parallel up, and it automatically levels the scope, and then just tighten it down.
See, I've done those on. Let me back out of here. I've done those with the spur mounts. They come with the little wedge, and they're not as magical as I had hoped. I end up usually just doing it the other way. We got let's see here, 9-mile-an-hour winds.
Are you getting a warning?
Nah, Kenny just sent me some pictures of 9-mile-an-hour winds. So
There's something on here.
that was with Ely match.
Yeah, it's hard to do anything like that with that kind of wind.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to do some testing. So I was talking to Dick Hedges today, and he's saying he was saying, yeah, I got a 1 in 12 that's being built. So we're gonna compare the 1 in 16 to the 1 in 12. See how it does at the distance.
I've got a 1 in 9 on the way.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see how that works too.
Yeah, me too. I'm skeptical, like most things, you know. But we'll see. I'm going to have the same exact barrel manufacturer with the same exact ammunition. And my plan was, because I think it's kind of silly to take two different barrels with the same ammo and say what group's better. But my plan is to shoot 50-yard groups for a 50-yard average to get a baseline of accuracy. And then go out to 200, 300, 400 yards and to see if the accuracy percentage is the same. So if, you know, for example, if the 16 twist shoots 1 inch at 50 and 4 inches at, you know, 400, but the other 9 twists, maybe it shoots a 1/4 inch at 50, but just to see if it retains more accuracy out the distance. Oh man.
Howdy,
What's going
Mr.
on, Tyler?
Orth.
Come on, fellas.
Howdy.
What's up, Tyler?
I think we got room for maybe 2 more.
Nice. Tyler was just giving me my weekly ration of crap.
Who was?
Damn CZs.
He's good for that. See, that's what well, he left the comments on the video we shot, CZ versus Voodoo versus Tika, and the wind killed all of us, to be fair. I mean, it was 150 yards. It was gusting out to like 10 or 13 mile an hour off on, and you just couldn't get a wind hold. But Tyler mentioned I had a dud on my CZ, so it struck the case well, but it just didn't go off. But so he was
Oh wait, you had
messing
an
with me.
issue? You had an issue with your CZ?
No, I had
Yeah,
an
you
Ely
did.
match
Did I
round
hear
that
an
didn't go
issue?
off.
Did somebody
But-
say issue?
The funny part is that in the same video, the guy shooting the Voodoo on both stages had a failure to feed on both stages. So, like, just could not chamber around, and that cost him. But, so yeah, CZ did have a misfire, but typical Voodoo had a problem with every stage.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
It cost you both, though. Gotta
What's
get
that?
yourself a Remex.
I
Yeah.
still like them. We'll see what happens. I think they
Yeah,
all
no,
got issues.
they're great rifles.
It's like
I
a
mean,
woman. You just got to figure out what crazy you want to deal with.
Yeah, exactly. They all have issues, so I mean and none of them are that hard to work around. So if you're willing to buy something and put a little work into it, any of those guns are going to be great.
Yeah.
Yeah. The main difference is eventually you'll figure a rifle out.
Yeah.
I'm hoping. I'm
Yeah.
hoping.
Rick's still on the let me shoot 2 different lots and hope for the best program.
No, I got.
You did lot test. I was proud of you.
Yeah.
But you're gonna put a new barrel on that, aren't you?
Huh?
Weren't you planning to put a different barrel on it?
I'm thinking about putting. Well, I got a couple ideas. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. I'm trying to figure out. I'm going to get rid of one of them because I don't need 3 damn 22. So once I figure out which one I'm going to get rid of, I'm probably going to barrel the other one up with something.
Yeah.
Does
Well,
this
you
mean
have the. Go ahead. Sorry.
does this mean there's another raffle coming?
Possibly, yeah. I mean,
Raffle hell! I put the down deposit on the other day.
I had to ask.
I remember that. Tyler, what are you shooting?
What's that?
Which one are you shooting?
Remex.
Remex. Okay, tell us what you think about it.
Well, right away I had some issues. I broke that extractor, and I broke the what do they call that? I don't know, that little pin that essentially ejects the shell. I did that within the first 100 rounds or so, replaced it, and it ran smooth. But as soon as it starts ejecting those rounds, not as far as what I would expect, I just swap everything out. I had to do it one other time. So as soon as it doesn't have real strong ejection, I just put new parts in it and keep rolling. I think I
So
got.
what do those parts cost, Tyler? Are they inexpensive?
Well, they give you them. They'll replace whatever, but I have spares, right? So I have a full 3 sets of spares, and then a spare firing pin.
Yeah.
So I haven't had any issues because
everything has a breaking point, so it's not. If you can get spares for it, and it's not crazy expensive. It's like having a race car, Might as well have. I'd rather lose a head gasket than a rotating assembly kind of deal.
exactly.
Replacing a little extractor is not a big deal in the big scheme of things.
I think it was $20
That's
per
not bad.
set, right? So $60, I got 3 sets.
Yeah. That's people don't understand too, because there's a big difference between somebody who like collects a gun or, you know, casually shoots guns and what we do. So I broke the magazine housing on my CZ, I think just through applying pressure from magazines, but we all break crap on our guns, you know, and I think sometimes people are like, the extractor failed on that. They're like, yeah, but you know, we're shooting the piss out of these things.
Right, right.
Stuff's gonna break. It's a Voodoo. It doesn't matter if it's you know, a gold-plated Bergara. It doesn't matter. You're gonna break crap.
Exactly. It's not always gonna run smooth every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But so far, I haven't had any issues where I've dropped points because of it. You know, so everything that has happened, I've identified it before the match, and it literally takes a minute to swap out the parts and you're back up in business. So,
yeah. I mean, unless you were shooting for, you know, like a national title or something anyway. I actually like crap to go wrong. Like that video I had there, while, you know, I missed that rack destroyed me, but I'm glad it happened because there's nothing, you have to go and put yourself in some sort of position to lose something, to learn something. You know, I could shoot that 1-for-1 on my bench at 150 yards, little to no problem, but in a match environment, off the position, the crap on a easy course of fire. But you know, you got to learn those lessons or you'll never improve. So I don't mind when stuff goes terribly wrong.
Hey, Brody, stick your
guys,
head
how we
in front of
doing?
the light.
Yeah,
Good,
move your
man.
head like
Oh
2
shoot!
inches.
I'll
Just
fix
come over
it.
that
I'll
way a
fix
little.
it.
But just go that way here. Just
Here, I'll
move
rest my
over.
phone on my gun.
There you go, right there.
That's the
Yeah.
same perception you get every
nah.
time you get pulled over by the cops at night.
Put the halo away.
That's
You're not
right.
fooling anybody.
No, it was good. You just needed to put your melon in front of the light there.
I can't fix it. I'll sit by my gun.
No,
so
you're
I'll put my
good.
phone
You're
on my.
good, man.
I feel like I'm dying. Run away from the light.
I think if he just turned around, you know.
I know it would have been fun.
Hold on, let me see if I can't even halo off anything. I guess I'm a piece of crap.
Yeah, that's because you're going south.
Dang it.
Damn it. We got Willard out there. He's ordered a Krager 100 or 1.20 for the Voodoo.
Willard's on that Rick program.
Hey man, I'm trying shit so you guys don't have to. You guys should.
Problem is you buy so much shit. I don't think there's anything left on the market for the rest of us.
Hey, someone's got to test all this crap out for you guys.
I mean, hard flexing on those pores.
It saves me the trouble. I just watch Rick go through it with all this newly found crap.
No, yeah, that's definitely good. I'm glad he tests stuff, and I'm hoping he gives me that 419 plate since he doesn't like it.
He tests it out and then says, "Oh, that didn't work either," and I'm go, "Well, glad I didn't buy that."
Yeah, there you go. That's funny.
Josh, do you use a plate right now?
What's that?
Does Josh use a plate right now? Or no?
Yeah, I run the 419 plate.
You use my Bluetooth. No, I use.
I don't know. I kind of have mixed feelings about the plates. You know, they weren't great, but at some stages, you go in there with the expectation of using this plate, and you set your gun on it, and it's just wonky. You know, and then you just try to work through it. Well, you'd be better off just taking it off.
Yeah. If I got to put the gun in something, I usually ditch the plate because, I mean, in the bag, the gun will settle into the bag pretty nicely anyway. But the reason I like the 419 plate is on the top left side of it. It has like a little thumb rest you can put on it, and so I index on my bag to the same place, and I pinch my support bag and the plate together, and then I use that leverage to level the gun to the optic, and it works. I mean, it's nothing fancy. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a damn piece of steel on the bottom of the gun. You know, it's sometimes you need it, sometimes you don't.
Nice, Rick. Nice.
What do you got, Rick? I didn't see it.
So this is made by Gray Ops. So this is a thumb rest. I'm a huge component of having a thumb rest, like Josh was just saying, where I can hold my thumb on the side of the rifle and squeeze my bag. This is the one that they make. This is for the MPA, the big oval, and then they also make them for
a crack in your
M-Lock. So this is something that if you guys like thumb rests, that's an option. It's better than my half-ass California AK compliant thing I had to make for that one training class.
It's supposed to have a
Perfect accessory for those guys whose thumb keeps falling asleep during the matches.
Yeah, there you go. Lay your thumb down to rest.
Yeah, precisely. You want to be in top form out there.
I've come to realize I don't think I can improve anything gear-wise. I just like buying crap. And the stupider it is, the more apt I am to buy it. So
let's go around the room real quick. Tell us who you are, where you're from, and what rifle you shoot. Let's start off with Brody because he's a little quiet right now.
All right. It's my first time in here. So I'm from Wisconsin. Started shooting this like NRL stuff probably back in May. And I'm hook, line, and sinker on it, you know. I got 2 Tikas. Actually, my phone's resting on my Atlas bipod right now. I got 2 Tikas. One's a 16-inch, and that's a base class setup, and one's a 20-inch, and that's in a PVC custom with a Vortex Venom. So, yeah, that's me. And actually, Rick, I actually was talking to Kenny today, and I ordered myself a Remex. I sent the payment.
Nice.
And we were talking barrels. I wanted a 20-inch Krieger because Krieger's here in Wisconsin. I don't know. I thought it'd be cool to shoot a barrel from my home state. And
yeah, tell them to make some of them damn things.
Yeah, no kidding, right? But the rifle we ended up with was literally. I hate to be this guy because I like to be different, but we literally are building your exact rifle, and it just ended up that way, you know. He
Nice.
sent me the picture of yours balancing on a barricade, and I was like, "Yep, that's what I want." Hybrid chassis.
Yeah, that's the picture you never sent me.
Oh, I can send it to you. I got it. It's in my email.
I told Kenny most importantly, I don't care how long this damn thing is. I want it to be balanced. So we ended up with
it looked mint.
22-inch.
It looked mint.
Yeah, it's good looking. So we'll see what happens. Matt, I muted you just because you had a bunch of background music, or not music, but background noise. Awesome. Thanks for showing up, Brody. I'm going to kick you back to the other thing, and we'll get the rest of these guys here. Tyler, you're up next, just the way the order is here.
Yeah. So Tyler Orth, Wisconsinite again. I think Brody actually may have reached out to me this week. Is that right, Brody?
I did. Tyler and I talked extensively. Yeah, we were working on this bad chicken. Here we go.
Oh, now you want to show me something. Hold on. What do you got? What is it, a Kestrel?
A lot of headaches.
Welcome to the nightmares.
Yeah, that's its main use.
It's worth it once you kind of get it all figured out. But yeah, I run a Remex. I played around with a bunch. It's just I kind of settled on Remex and sold the rest of them. And I don't know. I'd like to get a couple more barrels. I'd like to test out that fast twist stuff, but I don't know. I just don't know anymore. You know, really at the end of the day, I mean, it comes down to the shooter. I've seen, you know, lower grade guns beat a lot of Voodoos and whatnot. So it's hard to say. But
yeah. Josh's CZ's kicked my Voodoo ass a few times.
We'll have to bring it out to Wisconsin and see how he does.
Yeah. It'd be fun. Let me see here. Anything else you want to say, Tyler?
No, not too much. Just my first time on here, so yeah.
All right. One more question for everybody as we go around the thing. Favorite bag and scope you use?
OG Game Changer and a Zico.
And a what?
Zero Compromise.
Oh, Zero Compromise. Nice.
Flexing on the pores.
I know, huh? All right, Mr. Josh.
All
Or
right.
Shoot accuracy. We know
Yes,
what you got.
obviously. Yeah, I run a YouTube channel, obviously. North Carolina, just like Rick. I might have to move and start living in his basement. I bought and shoot CZs mostly because Rick and Ray bought every other rifle platform out of stock. And so that was the only thing any place around me had. But favorite bag, probably a Game Changer. The OG, the medium, I like them all. Just, whatever works, but the Game Changer is pretty good. And I run Athlon Optics. And, yeah, I shoot a Cronus specifically, but, yeah, pretty much, I like long walks on the beach, whooping Rick in matches. Pretty simple.
You're done. I just muted your All right, Matt. It's your turn, buddy.
All right, so the rifle. I'm not in NRL yet, but when I get there, it's going to be Tika. Optics, Night Force, and Vortex right now.
Nice.
Favorite bag, don't have one yet. Not quite there yet. Anything else?
Where you're from?
Oh, right here in North Carolina, just about 10 minutes south of Hickory.
Nice.
10 minutes south of Hickory.
Yeah.
All right. I'm trying to get my bearings. Very cool. All right. Let me try to get it back to this, I think. There it is. There it is. It's a lot of fun. Let's see here. Res Dog 187. Just throwing this out there. My bag looks like bubble gum on a barber's floor.
So does Rick.
Yeah.
You put surfboard wax all over yours, so.
No, that was actually a different bag.
Well, what's your favorite bag?
My favorite bag is definitely the tater tot. But I'm in the I'm gonna
Also
try
your favorite food?
The tater, yeah, no. I like walks on the beach. No. Yeah, if you guys have a sexy, hot looking chick that likes to shoot a lot that's single, let me know.
Yeah, we got some YouTube contracts to fill out.
If I know a chick like that, why would I send her your way?
Well, if you knew a chick like that, you probably wouldn't be on this live chat.
Right? I'd be elsewhere.
You'd be running your own live chat, I think.
Yeah,
we got the Australian in the. He's gonna cut down a tree for us. What the hell? All right, had to kill that noise. All right.
Dang Aussies.
Oh.
Damn Aussies.
What?
Probably getting attacked by a kangaroo or some crap. Oh, there he is.
He's got one of the most honest screen names.
You missed the house, tree feller.
Did you miss it? Wait, hold on. I can't unmute his ass for some reason. Make it work.
Hold on, you're muted, tree feller.
Hold on, tree feller. I've got technical difficulties going there. Of course. They don't like Australians on YouTube, I guess. What the hell?
I can't do an Australian accent either, so I can't ad lib.
It won't let me unmute him. I'm gonna bump you out of here and then come back in. Hopefully you can hear me. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. It let me mute it up. Did I get rid of the wrong guy? No.
No, you're good.
You go. Let me see if I can mute him. No, it's not working. Huh. We
were talking about the Gray Ops plate before. That's the one I got there. I don't know what the name of it is. What model it is.
That's like the original Pro, right? Like the V1 or something?
I believe this is the mini size. I'm not sure, though. I think it was one of the cheaper
the
ones.
Light?
That's why I bought it.
It's the Light. Does it got a paddle wheel?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Here's the other one.
And I bought... Oh, yeah. I see. Yeah, yours is the Pro version, right?
Yeah, it's got the weights in it.
Yeah, that's the one I use.
I bought mine with this Armageddon bag, and one of the first things that I think I learned not to do was run the plate without the attached bag. Like, this is great for the ladder stages because it's narrow, but you're much more stable, or at least I am, with like my fortune cookie or my game changer. Like we shot the tank trap tips, and I did terrible because I ran this instead of a fortune cookie or a game changer, and then just the bare plate. You get a lot more surface contact, I think.
So you're saying don't run that on the tank trap because you're not getting enough surface.
I did not do as well as I thought. I ran it on the tank trap with this bag, the Armageddon bag. I should have just ran the bare plate and carried around my other bag, my fortune cookie or my game changer. I felt like I could have been more sturdy.
Yeah, I actually found, and Tyler would probably agree with this. Just a bag on like a tank trap like just looking at reticle to reticle is the plate. No matter what you do with the plate's there's gonna be a high point in the bag, and your rifle will sneak into more contact area on the bag by itself on a tank trap versus a plate, because a plate's still there's gonna be one high spot on the bag, and the plate is just gonna try and kind of like navigate that high spot.
Mm-hmm.
I actually plan on doing a kind of a video of just something like that, where it's just a gun, just a plate, just a bag, or just a bag, then just a plate with a bag to see reticle movement differences. But Tyler, I think, he doesn't shoot a lot of plates or any plates, and there's a lot of positions where I think we run a plate in just because we always run a plate, and it actually hurts you quite a bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's kind of what I felt like. It's just been more of a nuisance than anything. I think it's all what you get used to, though, too.
Yeah. It's target sizes and everything else. If you're shooting a 3 MOA size target off of a tank trap at 100 yards, you could probably shoot that without anything.
Right.
Hey, Brody, did you call Tree Feller and tell him to wear some orange stuff?
I got representing Browning, John Browning. Where is it? This side.
There you go. What's up, Jason?
Hey guys.
How's
it going?
Shy now?
Yeah, good mate. Good. You can't have that plate. I want that plate he's got. We can't get anything over here at the moment. Trying to get even a 419 plate or grey ops, not available.
Hey, this will give you an idea of the difference. So let me pull this one off real quick.
All right, I'm gonna bail out and make room in the bandwidth for Tree Feller.
All
Good night, everybody. Good to see you.
See you,
How's it
man.
going?
See you in the
Good,
comment section.
All right, so right now we are looking at Area 419 and Gray Ops. So let me do this. You can see there's quite a bit of difference in length, but that goes around the magwell, or was designed to be like that. It's a little bit narrower in some parts on the Gray Ops. The one bonus, which I don't really like the bonus, but it has another, it has another arc on the bottom, so you can basically run it on your tripod, and then you can transition by hitting the lever and then having your bat, having this and your game changer, whatever you want. So there is a bonus to that, but I'd rather it just be perfectly flat, kind of like that.
What does the lever on the side do, Rick?
It's designed so you can see right here. So as you cam this over, this goes down and up. So it'll lock in a bag that they designed. So it attaches and hooks on here, right here, in the front, and then 2 in the back. You can see one there and one there. I do not like those though. They don't attach very well. I've had bags fall off before. Now this thing, if you have it right now, I have it locked so it can't open up by tightening that screw down. But if you get it where you can close it, a lot of times it'll sometimes pop open. So I don't use it like that. I was using it just strictly on the bag because we've tried the bags on it and it didn't work so well. I mean, it works, but know that it might fall off as well.
I don't think they don't do a great job of holding the bag. I'm not a big fan of strapping a bag to it anyway, just because I feel like if I need to ditch the bag or something, then it's just something else holding on to something else. And Well, I see it's, it's the point is it's convenient, pick the gun up and everything goes with the gun all at once. But I think if you're,
if you need the time, it can help. But
yeah, I've just learned to pinch the bag and the plate. If I'm moving like positions, I just hold the bag, more of the bag in my hand and rest my thumb on the plate, and I just carry everything at once. But those are good for CZs, the 419. And I had that same plate from, oh my God, what's the name of it, Rick? The other plate. Gray Ops. I had the other Gray Ops plate, and I've had both. I eventually gave that one up just because I do like the ears. For the CZ, I can put a little more weight in the rear.
Gotcha.
Rick, have you ever tried the side rails for your MPA?
I ran them for a while.
Wasn't for you?
The MPA's competition, what do they call those things? Comp rails? I was not. Okay, first off, I didn't like the way, I could have done it wrong, but when you're running internal weights, and at least the screws that they gave me at the time, trying to get those to line up and fit on both sides of everything was a pain in the ass. I liked how it was wider. I did like that because I was getting away from the plates. I was trying not to use the plates and only use, the extra like 3/4 of an inch on each side, which was about the right width for me. What I liked, because I could still manipulate the bag, or get the rifle to bite into the bag to get a level rifle. But I'm kind of gonna try to go back to the plate system again and see if I can try something different.
Mm-hmm. I run the side rails, and maybe that's why I don't really prefer the plate, just because the side rails are almost as wide as that plate is. I mean, there's probably an extra, 1/4 inch on either side, maybe slightly more, but when you start getting that wide, you're already getting the stability you need.
Correct.
It's easier to slide in and out of barricades and whatnot, and I don't know.
I like the idea if you weren't running the external ones on the rails, it made like a nice grip. Like you get your hand around it, and it had that big 1/4 inch, or it had like a 1/2 inch to grab onto.
Yep. So I just run the front weight, and I don't have the second set of weights in there. But I also have a 26-inch MTU barrel, so it balances well even without the weight at all in there in the front of it.
26, huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
John Cole just moved to those side rails on his gun. He was just telling me about it, and he said the same thing. He's like, man, I don't need a plate with these.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely a bonus. That's the reason why I went 3 inches on, remember how I made that, the ghetto rig freaking plate
It
thing?
works. Yeah.
The world remembers.
It's actually about the perfect width where it'll manipulate the bag well, and you can still steer it into the bag without having to. Like a lot of times, for those I guess that don't understand what the hell we're talking about. If this thing's at an angle and we got to shoot off of this thing, and you run a plate, right, and the plate's like that, now you're trying to fight the rifle to get a good bite in there to be level, and a lot of times you end up having to almost hold the one end up per se, so sometimes it not being so wide actually works better, on at least what I've come to know. So I went that way, and now I'm going to try to go back the other way and try to use a plate again. So we'll see what happens. I don't know.
Well, you were saying Chris Simmons uses it all the time, and I mean, if it works for him, it can work for anyone else, right?
Yeah.
Proving that, right?
Well, and that's the reason why I went with this plate. So
yeah,
from that class, I took away a few things, and I'm like, okay, well, obviously he's doing something right?
The problem with following Chris Simmons' gear selections is that 90% of the targets we shoot, Chris can hit offhand.
That
So
is a
if
fact.
he's using a plate, he probably doesn't need it anyway, or the bag, or the prop.
He doesn't need anything. Yeah.
You know,
Plates are
Rick,
nice
you need to
though,
go
too.
back to an RPR because I think you started there. It's like we all showed up to the drag race and we were all driving Ford Festivas, and now you're a Formula One car driver and you're like, yeah, but this Ferrari understeers a little bit too much, but I like the Audi's electric power steering. It's like, no, just remember back when you drove that piece of crap Festiva. Just go back to the Mustang, the Voodoo 360. Plate, no plate, it doesn't matter. It's still going to bang on down the road. Who cares?
That's right. Just shoot the damn thing.
Shoot the damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if I can alleviate having any feeding issues,
Yeah.
at this point, I just want it to fire now. I'm like, I'll take the miss as long as it goes boom.
You just always start shooting bench reps. Just load one bullet at a time. You'd be good to go.
See, so I wanted to try something. So actually, I don't have it looking like it's good.
All right, gents, I got to run. Nice talking
Hey,
to all
get your
you.
ass to work.
Brody, nice talking to you on here.
See ya.
Nice seeing you in the chat. Tyler,
Yeah,
always
you-
not a pleasure. Keep Rick straight for me while I'm gone.
Right.
All right,
That's tough
you
to
guys
do.
have a good one.
Take care, Josh.
See ya.
Oh, we got Joe M in the house. What's up, Mr. Joe M?
How's it going?
Good, buddy. How are you?
Not too bad.
All right, you got to tell us. I got to put you on the spot. Tell us where you're from, your favorite, or what you're using for your rifle, favorite bag, scope, all that shit.
Okay. Oklahoma City. I have a GA Precision Pinnacle Production. I don't do any of that 22 stuff. Medium Game Changer, and I have a Bushnell XRS2.
Nice. Awesome, man. Welcome. So, I tried this brazier thing out. There's a real name for it. I can't think of what the hell it's called. But the one thing I liked about the Gray Ops plate is they had some pretty cool attachment selections. So, kind of like, I don't have it really set up right, but basically, it's got what I would consider my kind of almost a block for my mag. You know, it kind of keeps it from coming all the way back. And I still got something I can throw on top, but this is the tater tot kind of molested in here in order to get it where it's kind of flat, and then it still has basically like a barricade stop on the back. So this is what I'm trying out to see if it'll work for certain stages. So you're center fire, PRS, NRL guy, Joe M, right?
That's right.
How you loving that?
It's going pretty well this season. I've made a lot of improvement. I'm fortunate enough to, shoot at a range with a lot of pros. The JTAC guys all shoot at my range, and so it's pretty competitive, but I'm having a lot of fun.
That's good. That's good. Favorite round of choice since you're shooting center fire?
I shoot 6 Creedmoor.
6 Creed. That's nice. Awesome. Let's see here. Oh, X-Ring. I threw a link out there for you, my man. He's got to get up early and go to fly off to Tejas. Someone take Rick's credit card away. Get your ass to bed, Mr. Dick Hedges. Oh, Joaquin's got to get back to work. I'm trying to catch it here. It's about a waypoint yesterday, 308. Who just ordered a barrel that someone in here just ordered? Who's talking about that? Was that you, Tyler?
I have a few different barrels now, but I'm gonna order another barrel. If Kenny will reach out to me, might have him spoon me up one.
There you go.
But I think there's actually something we should talk about, like the myths of barrel length and muzzle velocity. So I've had a 26, a 24, and a 20-inch barrel, and I had an 18-inch Voodoo and a 22-inch Voodoo. So my 26-inch barrel runs about 8 feet per second slower than the 18-inch Voodoo and was about on par with the 20-inch barrels I've had, but the fastest barrel I had was 24 inches. So I think a lot of it has to do with the bore diameter and how much constriction on that bullet it is, rather than the actual length of the barrel itself.
Yeah, how many million rounds that it's shot and hasn't been cleaned either? That probably helps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's only going to speed up until all the powder's burned and the pressure is, at its peak, and then the barrel length after that's just going to slow it down due to friction. So,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the crazy thing was, so that like what I've heard in the past is like optimum was 18 to 20. But what's crazy is like Lapua makes different lots for different things, right? So, and the same thing I would assume with Ely. That's the reason why they have those your feet per second in there, is to kind of tell you what you're searching for, even though it's not even close when you shoot it through your barrel. It's off. Well, mine were off about 30 or 40 feet per second to what it had said, but it gives you an idea if you're looking for a certain thing. Maybe you got a super long barrel and you're thinking, okay, I'll just go with the little something higher. Maybe that might. But like you said, what you have what did you say? 4 feet or 8 feet per second between a 24 to an 18. So that's basically
26 to an 18.
Yeah. So
the 24 was the fastest barrel I've had. It's just kind of strange how it's not repeatable and it's different between barrels. I think it's kind of one of those deals where you can't just expect that if you give a 26-inch barrel, that's automatically going to be, that much slower than everything else.
Yeah. How about you guys, your cleaning regiments? Center fire or rim fire?
I certainly don't agree with the wait till accuracy falls off and then clean, because I don't want my accuracy to fall off. I want to clean it before that happens. At the same time, cleaning too much can do more harm than good. So I try to do it every 400 to 500 rounds. If I'm at 500 rounds and I'm going to go practice and shoot 50 more, then, I'll wait. But I don't let it go too long.
See, and to me, that seems like a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I strip it down bare every range session. I come home and I strip it down bare. So I start fresh every time, both center fire and rim fire. It seems to work. Yeah, rim fire after run, 10 rounds through it, but it seems to pattern right back up to what it should. I feel like if I don't get it completely clean, like perfect, because I use CLR and clean out everything in that rim blend from Vortex. But so I make sure it's spotless. But if it's not spotless, I feel like it takes more rounds for it to settle in for whatever reason, for at least rim fire. But I don't know. Maybe I have too much time on my hands.
I think it's a lot of voodoo. I think just, just whatever works. It doesn't.
Right.
I think people spend too long thinking about it and arguing about it.
Right. I just felt like it was always consistently easier just to keep it clean than it is to find that perfect equilibrium that I always tried to find, but then I always throughout a match kind of went over, and all of a sudden I start grouping like shit again. So
guys that shoot bench rest clean every 5 or 6 rounds.
Right.
Well, see, and that's kind of, I don't know if you guys have had a chance to see Precision Rifle Network, I think is what it was. Joel, is that his name?
That was Eric Cortina.
With Eric Cortina,
Yeah. But see, he's an F-class guy, so, I mean, they're going to clean more than PRS guys.
Right.
But I did like what he had said about keeping consistency consistent, meaning, well, so Joe, like, if you were to, because you sounds like you had watched that show. At what point do you know that your rifle is going to start shooting like crap?
Well,
I
have observed with, Bartlett barrels over time that if you get them, much over 500 or 600 rounds, you're going to really start noticing it. So I never let it get that far. Now I clean my chamber and, the carbon ring out often, probably after every shooting session, but, I don't get into the barrel as much because you can do damage if you're not careful. So.
Sure. Especially a lot of people, like on the crown, right? People will punch it and then they'll bring it back through, or they're going to run like brass brushes back and forth and run it, past the crown and back. And that's when I started getting a little leery watching that.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I started, so I bought my 2 Tikkas. I got the whole Vortex set, the bore guide, the rod, brushes, mops, patches, everything. And I've probably got between the 2 rifles, I'd say 3,000 and 4,000 rounds through each of them. And for whatever reason, they just keep getting better. I mean, my 20-inch Tikka is shooting phenomenal right now, and I've only punched it with one wet wipe and 1 dry patch. I mean, I haven't done anything to it.
Yeah.
So, but I do, like you're saying, Rick, the consistency thing that those guys said really resonates with me because I'm really particular about certain things. So I think after my big match on Saturday, NRLX match, I'm going to give it a full clean, foul it, and then stay up on it. Like keep track of my shots at practice, at matches, and make a set schedule for cleaning it every X amount of shots. It doesn't have to be a full clean, but at least punching it a couple of times with a wet patch or something.
Yeah. No, that's the thing, is just come up with a system that works for you.
Yeah, so today I went in and just made sure I was good to go for a match that we're going to be shooting this weekend. Took me 10 rounds. Everything's good to go.
I think he froze up. Fact is, I know he froze up. Did he freeze up, everybody, or am I only getting the freeze over here?
No, he's frozen.
Well, let's see.
Too many accounts on Netflix.
You got Netflix. That's right. We got Jason Kirby out there. Welcome to the show. I saw a bunch of others in here. Let's see. DW. Kreiderman's out there. What's up, buddy? Good luck on that surgery. I think I got everybody. If I haven't shouted your name out, type something in the comments.
So,
section.
Rick, besides your gun issues, like feeding with the Voodoo and whatnot, and with the ammunition, what's the one thing that you think that you should, if that was perfect, never failed ever, never, no problems, what's the one thing that you think you need to improve on the most next to be a better shooter?
Offhand stuff. We don't have much of it. Oh, I'll tell you a couple of them. So the last match we had, the last 22 NRL stuff we had, there was a stage where you shot out to, I think it was like 385 or 400 something. And you shot up, you went from basically near to far, and then you had to go over to your weak hand, weak eye, weak everything. You couldn't like do the whole half-ass deal. It was everything. Practicing that. So it took forever. Tyler back in here? Yeah. And that's something I needed to work on. So some of the weaknesses I have is basically offhand stuff. You know what? Honestly, everything. Like I need to work on everything, but I would say the worst
for
that
real.
I'm at is offhand and support stuff off of. So
wind for me. I'm reading wind.
Reading winds. Yeah. There's
we get
people that
real
are just-
bad switchy headwinds and tailwinds here, and it's just so tough when you miss off the right side and then the wind switches and you're missing off the left now, and just frustrating.
Yeah. I think being lucky too, like if you have the longer stages, and say you get to shoot them in the morning, I think there is definitely a benefit. It seems like
Right.
just kind of being in the right stage at the right time definitely is awesome. But yeah, reading wind for me sucks. 1,000-yard, 2-liter sweet tea kill shot. Why would I ever shoot some sweet tea? Come on. Diet Coke, I shoot some Diet Coke all day long. Yeah, Abigail says it right. It's a waste of tea. What are your weaknesses? What do you guys need to work on? I know Joe said wind. You guys got anything? Or you got it all figured out?
Well, one of the things I started doing was carrying a notebook in my bag, and at every range trip and every match, I take notes of what I did wrong, things to not do again, and a lot of it's just stupid mental errors. My last X match, there was a 6-target, 12-round stage out to 185, and I completely forgot the first target, so I had the wrong dope dialed for all of my targets. And when I got to the 5th target, I had 2 shots left. I was like, oh, and then I realized my mistake, and I realized, I missed every shot. So rule number 3 in my notebook is check your dope, check your dope, check your dope. And yeah, so just everything for me, really. Positional stuff, I kind of struggle with the real awkward ones, standing and kind of kneeling upright, I'm okay with, but the real awkward ones, I'm really not stable on.
Are you running a pump pillow?
So like I mentioned, I started shooting in May, and I've got like 6 bags, I think. It's kind of an addiction. I've been running a fortune cookie for almost everything. Yeah, so I've been running a fortune cookie, and I just picked up a sticky Game Changer OG. Haven't tried it yet. I'm excited to try that though, but mostly the fortune cookie.
Nice.
The pump pillow might help you. It's a big like looks like a pillow you sleep on, and you use it to like fill in the void in between your arm. And your
I got
body.
you. Yeah, I have an Armageddon fat bag. It's actually
same thing.
It's the same size as the pump pillow. It's just
There you
angled.
go, Rick.
Yeah.
That thing's money right there.
So going to that class, right? There was 2 bags he recommended. And one of them was not this bag. And the other was this bag. Not this bag, but a bag like this. So now it's a matter of me practicing. I don't know if you guys were in this chat that we talked about earlier. It was right after that class. If you think about everything as in 5 heights, right? Everything from standing and 4 more positions down. And you have a setup for every one of those heights. It really doesn't matter if you're on a barricade, a tire, any type of barricade, any type of tire system, anything that's at that height. As long as you practice that height of having that one bag fill your void in a certain way and being able to utilize your knee and moving your leg forward and backwards to elevate the rear of your stock and really running your stock on that big bag, not just filling the void, but let it resting on there. for him, it works very well. He seems to bring home shiny objects every time he shoots. And so I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna practice 5 heights, right, up to me standing basically, and then get good at that. Being able to get into those 5 positions fast, I think is going to benefit me. So we'll see. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but I'm going to sure try.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of that?
No, that's good. Big thing that I've started really paying attention to that's really helped is bag placement. It's so easy when you have a bag that looks like a fortune cookie to just lay it down like the fortune cookie, but sometimes laying it on its side or upside down can be a lot better for you and get you a lot more surface area. So I've started really paying attention to that. It can make a huge difference.
Yeah, like this bag, the tater tot, if you flip it on its back, it makes a huge platform.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think I want to do a little more fun, try a little more with the schmedium, and basically get a heavy fill, but take quite a bit of fill out of it where it's really, you can really manipulate it. That's the one thing I really like about the tater tot is this has medium fill in it. You can manipulate it as an amazing rear bag. You can also put it on a lot of barricades, but the one thing that Chris showed me was with the Game Changer, when you put it on like tires or something, it's high enough where it'll clear the mag, where the tater tot, because it's less or more pliable, it kind of falls in place, which you think would be great, but now you have issues with your mag hitting on, like if you're running it on a tire that's round this way, where when you put the Game Changer on there, there's enough room to clear the mag right here. So I don't know. It's I guess just more practice and figuring out what works best kind of deal. So
Yeah.
is what I'm trying to work on. And if you guys are shooting 3-gun or do that as a sport as well, all this long range stuff's really seemed to help me out getting into better positions for shooting the long distance stuff. We shot out to 500 yards. It was like 480 something. So basically just call it 5. And did pretty okay on those ones. So they do cross over. The long range stuff can help the 3-gunner. I don't know.
Those are long weekends for not a lot of shooting. That's been my experience with 3-gun.
That's kind of the same reason why I got out of it. I shot a lot of it in like 2011, 2012 time frame and spent a lot of money and shot a lot of rounds, but it only lasted for a couple stages and you're done. So
What do you mean it only lasted for a couple stages?
well, the matches just don't last very long. So you go shoot your stage 2 minutes or whatever, and then that stage is done. Then you wait, and then you blow through another stage, and then you wait. I feel like there's more action in the PRS game. I did enjoy the movement, though, with 3-gun. I love that. But I suck with pistols, so I was never very good.
Yeah, there's a couple benefits to it that I like. It makes you, or it should make you halfway proficient at a pistol, a rifle, and a shotgun, which, I think everybody should know how to shoot a pistol and a rifle and a shotgun. So even if, I know I'm not going to do great at 3-gun, but it's good just to keep up with being able to manipulate those firearms. So it's fun for me. It's more of a just go have fun kind of deal.
I thought you looked good when I was watching your video.
Thanks.
Moving along well and seemed pretty smooth.
Till I got to that house. Bye. What the hell am I doing again? But it is what it is. Deer season. We got 6 Creeder out there. What's up? What rifle caliber you guys is everyone using for hunting next month? Can't wait for the season to start.
270.
270. There you go.
I shoot a 300. I shoot a
hunting.
300 Win Mag.
300 Win Mag.
I kind of like it. I like it when they just fall over.
Yeah, you don't got to look for them in the weeds.
No meat left.
Nope. Well, if you hit them in the right spot.
That's what PRS is for, is give you precision. Hit them right in the eye at 1,000 yards. No. Let's see. All the meat you want. Let's see. 69 grain. There you go.
I do have a 224 Valkyrie that I built on an AR platform.
Don't touch it.
That thing.
Yeah, don't show us.
But no. I'm going upstairs.
All right.
But that thing rips, and they shoot 90 grain bullets out of that. So for a whitetail gun, I mean, that'd be a sweet little rig, 90 grainers.
Yeah. I don't do enough of that shooting. I was big into hunting, but it was a lot of bird stuff, not deer. Where I was in California, those things were like tasted like sagebrush, and you didn't want to eat them anyways.
Yeah, I grew up in Ohio, and now I live in Oklahoma, and the deer out here eat twigs and berries, and in Ohio they ate corn, and you can definitely taste the difference.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They still get big in Oklahoma, though. Funny enough, Oklahoma's got some big whitetails.
Yeah, they just definitely don't taste as good.
You should have that wind figured out too. By the way, Joe, you do live in Oklahoma.
Yeah, I mean, we get a lot of practice with it. That's for sure. It's pretty common to have 15, 20 mile an hour winds, but it's tough.
Yeah, that Utah Hornady, the first match I ever did, we usually shoot in tunnels of trees out here, so it was like holy hell. How you doing, tree feller? Are you there
good, thanks,
again?
guys. I'm back. I'm home. New barrel.
I'm gonna hop off, guys. I'll make some room for Tree Fella. We'll see you later. It was good talking to y'all.
All right, Brody. Have a good one, buddy.
You too.
You got a new barrel?
New kid barrel.
Shit. What you got?
That's a kid barrel, that one.
Oh, you got a kid barrel.
Yeah, for me, Volquartz, and I'll see if I can get that to shoot at least half decent.
Nice.
Yeah, get rid of the carbon barrel that's on it and try that. And the old Titan rear spike. See if that secures the arse end of it. So, yeah.
Did those Bagara Plus 2 mags show up yet?
Not yet. You may have to send me tracking for those.
Yeah. I got the tracking number if you want it.
That's all right. No stress. Send it
It
whenever.
probably should be there pretty soon because it's been. I don't know if you got kangaroos in a kayak with a paddle or what to get that shit over to you guys. But
the big flying kangaroo would bring it over, but it probably goes via New Zealand and Singapore and Europe.
Jeez. You got to send you like a birthday present like 6 years in advance to get there on your birthday.
Yep. We're a day ahead of you, but we're like 6 years behind.
Let's see here.
When I was driving home, I heard you talking about bags. My favourite. Get back to it. And it probably wasn't on the list.
The udder.
No, this is the Comanche. It's smaller than the other and stuff.
Oh.
But yeah, you can use it sideways, roll her up, all different ways. It just
what bag is that?
That's the Comanche or Comanche.
That must be we got one out here, but it's not called that.
Warhorse Development Comanche.
Huh.
So they've got two. They've got the Clyde, I think it is the bigger one, and then the Comanche is the slightly smaller one. And then you guys have also got the Udder, which is I think a slightly bigger than this and a bit more solid. But it's great, like the tank trap, anything. It just sort of wraps around anything. This thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Willard's got something like that. I've never really liked that one. Matt has the udder bag that does work great on the tank top.
Yeah. Well, it's the same as the other. Just this one, this is about 2 years old now, so it probably needs a bit more fill in it. It's a medium fill in it. So it's starting to get a little bit sort of empty in a few spots. I do break down a little bit after a while. But there's another guy here in Australia, Kenny. He makes his own bags. So I don't know what shape that is. It's probably close to your fortune cookie or something, isn't it? He's
similar.
From Warlord Gear.
Huh.
Locally made one. They're not too bad. But no, I always go back to that Warhorse development one that just seems to work really well.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a bag that is, optimized for every different type of barricade, but I don't want to lug around 6 different bags in a state, in a match. So I got to find one that's, 90% for, everything. So I can just carry one bag rather than a bunch.
And it also comes.
It was a medium. Was your bag? Or
I have a medium Game Changer. Yeah, I used to have the pint size, and then when they came out with the medium, I grabbed that.
And what fill you got?
I have the heavy sand fill, and I took out like a cup of it, maybe half a cup.
Okay.
Of sand.
Yeah, I know when Matt got his. I mean, I liked the concept of it, but it was, in my opinion, it just needed more sand out of it. It was like hard.
Yeah, I mean, they tell you if you order it from them, they tell you they intentionally overstuff it. They expect you to, take some out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, because Chris's bag, that thing was, I'm sure it's been used a lot, but it was so much more pliable over a lot of different barricades.
Yeah. And then I wax the heck out of it. I have some of that otter wax, and I smother it in it.
I think you'll find a bag that you like that suits the way you shoot. It won't be a certain bag that suits everybody or suits a majority. Yeah. It'll be a bag that suits your style that you just mesh with.
Yeah, that's kind of where I've come to the point of the tater tot, but I'm going to do some more testing in the name of science.
Well, yeah, I mean, a lot of people around here use the tater tot because the guy that's named after, lives, I don't know, 40 minutes from here. So Tate.
Okay.
So that's definitely a popular bag around here.
Yeah, I like it. Let's see. Probably going to go.
So, when are you getting that other video up and running, mate?
Hey, I got my table. Look at this. I got the bench all cleaned off. Of course, it doesn't look like it from here, but look over there. See all the mags sitting there for the 12-rounder mag? I still haven't started it yet. But I got it cleaned off. I got this section over here cleaned off. There's been a lot of construction going on in here, let me tell you.
I've been holding off trying to post about it. Let you post on it first.
Did you see this? I don't know when you got in here. Now you probably saw Kenny's thing, didn't you?
No, I missed Kenny's stuff.
I
saw your rifle, the new Remex thing.
That should be coming soon. So try that. What's up, Eric? And you made another chat. That's right. All right. Well, we're already at 1 hour and 20 minutes, which is crazy. You guys got any thing you want to hit topic-wise before we get the heck out of here?
Got any cool new Vortex stuff coming?
I do not, actually.
No, somebody needs to send him some Athlon stuff and make him wear that.
I think that would be a good way to not get any more Vortex stuff if you did that.
I actually put a call into that guy. I'll call him the and I'm still trying to give him something, but I don't know. Let's see. I haven't heard much from him. It's been crickets ever since I got all the cool gadgets from
He'll be
Vortex.
he gets quite busy at times doing all the touring around and stuff. So, but no, he's cool. He's really cool. He doesn't mind. He knows you'll always go back to Vortex in the end. I mean, I wish Athlon were a little bit more giving like Vortex were. I can tell you that now. They hold back a bit more than Vortex do.
So as a because you shoot for them, I don't know if I can say that right.
Oh, shoot, yeah, sort of, yeah, yep.
Yeah. So are you able to get a couple scopes so you don't have to toss it back and forth from the same damn rifle?
No, I've got a bit of a deal going with the local importer, so I still pay a percentage for the optics. So it's just a little deal. I didn't expect anything free from them when I first started with them. As I said, nothing like Vortex. Vortex used to send me boxes and boxes of stuff, but you know, need to prove myself with them first. So I'm looking at getting a Cronus, upgrading from my Aries BTR and my Midas TAC 5 to 25. I'm looking to go on the Cronus. I was talking to Josh via a chat the other day about it, and he reckons, yeah, just go straight to that. Don't even look at the ETR, just go straight to a Cronus.
I heard great things about it, for sure.
Yeah, well, yeah, I haven't heard anything bad about them. That's the thing. So, and that's what I've been watching. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the Midas TAC I've got now. It's a cracker, and everybody that uses the rifles that has a go, and they just love it. They absolutely love the scopes. But yeah, I think it's time for me to just get that little bit. I'm getting a bit older, so I need a bit better glass.
Yeah, our eyes won't last forever. That's for sure.
And especially when you're shooting some of these stages and like the targets that smashed, like they're just grey, blending in with the dirt backgrounds and stuff. It's a bit hard. You know, you need that bit of clarity.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, I ruined myself a few weeks ago and looked through a buddy's Tangent Theta, and nothing will ever look good again.
Yeah,
after looking through one of those. But
how amazing was it? Because there's supposed to be one showing up, not for me, but there might be one showing up that we might be able to get our hands on pretty soon.
They're pretty impressive. They're pretty impressive.
You're shooting zero compromise though, aren't you?
Me? I have a Bushnell XRS.
Oh, okay. It must have been Tyler.
Yeah, but I already I told my wife I opened up a bank account for start saving for a Tangent after I do it.
The Tangent account, right?
Yeah, that's right.
That's awesome, man.
What are kidneys going for?
What's that?
How much do you get for a kidney over there?
I need $5,100 if I'm going to get a Tangent.
You'd have to lose both kidneys for that.
Yeah. They're damn pricey. Rick and Extreme. Yeah. But a new scope would like some input from you. I think I want one from a 6.5. Yeah, Kreideman, you know our phone number, Dick. Just call us. You just need to get better. Oh, we got Vanessa Kitty out there. Welcome to the show, Vanessa Kitty. What else is going on? I guess we're close. Get the heck out of here. Let's see. Once I get that CZ, I'll start playing around with. Better hurry up and get that thing, Abigail. You're going to have the best time.
Yeah, you just got to jump in on the competitions. I mean, I even myself spent too long saying, "Oh, I got to get ready. I got to get better," and just jump in, just go. Nobody's going to pay attention to what you score. Nobody cares what you score. Everybody just wants to help you get better, and just go.
That's it. Exactly. Well said, Joe.
The main thing you want to focus on is just beating yourself each time, like learning and then applying that, and just even if it's only 1 or 2 points, it's still an improvement. And sometimes you'll get worse. Sometimes you'll do a shoot where you just don't get in the groove. I mean, one of the guys I shoot with, he took out first place twice, one month after the other. Then the next month he was 22nd. So he just had a shocker.
He must have switched platforms.
No, it didn't change. He's bloody shooting a Ruger.
Nice.
Yeah, so he first took out base class, but for some reason they said, "Oh, because you've won base class and overall, we're bumping you up into open," which I didn't think was cool, but you know.
No, I think that's why I always say everybody should just sign up and go to the match.
Yeah.
Just Go do it.
Yeah, go and enjoy it. We've got a couple of young girls shooting now, and we had that reverse tank trap stage, and she was not keen on doing it. And I gave her those bipod extension legs I made up, and she loved it. Like just to help. The father was there, and he loved it. He loved using them as well. So that's the main thing about I'm finding with these matches now. It's not what I actually get out of it. It's what other people get out of it. Watching them grow.
Reverse roof prop or tank trap?
The reverse rooftop. Sorry, yeah.
Okay. I was like, what the hell? Let's see here.
We had the tank trap was a rope one, a rope across the center of it.
What rings do you guys recommend for a 34 millimeter tube? We'll pull Mark 6 direct onto a Remington 700 Action. Normally use Might Force.
Just get a spur mount. Just spend the money and do it. Just do it.
I like your answer.
You'll never have to spend money on them again. Their resale value is 95% of what they go for. I mean, just do it.
Here's one right here.
Pay attention on watch on Sniper's Hide. You can usually pick them up for $325, $350. If you don't want to spend that, I ran the Vortex expensive Vortex Rings for a long time. You can get refurbed ones on aaoptics.com. They're like, I don't know, $100.
And these guys make a really good scope too. Scope mount F3R machine.
Yeah,
they built like brick shit houses. They're just as strong as the Spurs.
They don't come as low as a Spur though, right? I think their lowest is like 1.25 inches. I think I like a lower ring.
Yeah, there's I think like this one is a 1.5.
Yeah,
and I think this is actually a 1.5 as well. But they actually do I think it was 30 MOA now for them, or maybe that's wrong. They do. Before it was only zeros, but now they're doing one with a little bit of MOA built into it. But for half the price, I mean, if you're not really wanting to dive all the way in or can't afford it, F3R machine's an option. But yeah, there's a ton out there.
They're all pretty much the same, like Seekins, Badger Ordnance. They're all basically the same sort of thing. I mean, I think the Seekins are the Vortex precision ones.
Yeah, I think the Vortex are just Seekins with a different roll mark on them.
Be on it. Yeah, that's it. So
Geisley's super precision here. But these are just as expensive. These
TPS rings aren't a bad ring either. We got them over here. They're not a bad ring.
Yeah, I mean, you got to know your budget and stick to it and don't let anybody talk you out of your budget. But at the same time, I wasted a whole lot of money saying, oh, I'll just buy this inexpensive thing just to get started and then upgrade later. And it's just such a waste of money. The more expensive stuff resales for more money if it turns out you don't like it, and just buy once, cry once.
Saint J33 says Voodoo or Remex. I don't know. I'm going to know that answer in a couple weeks. I got 2 Voodoos right now, and I'm trying a Remex.
The thing I like about the Remex is when it first came out, they're advertising that you could change the bolt face out and turn it into like a 17 WSM or 22 Magnum. So the same bolt, same action and stuff. I don't know if that's still what they're doing or not, but that was a big thing. When I was looking at getting a Voodoo, I was looking, the Remex has got that availability to upgrade it or to change calibers if you want to change it to something else.
Yeah, I don't know on that. I don't know the answer to that. Remex, for me, I have no experience with it other than shooting rays. I've been waiting for Curtis is supposed to be making basically the bolt.
The juice.
Yeah. I haven't tried one, but I thought that was a pretty cool option as well, as you could shoot so like I like 60 degree. If I could pick anything, didn't matter the make, I would be a 60 degree, but the Remex is a 90, and if it feeds well and can shoot and I don't have any mag issues, then honestly I don't care. I don't mind the 90 if it's gonna work.
I'm the other way around. I can't get used to the 60s. I mean, we've got the Lithgows over here. The 22 I had shot really well. So I bought a centerfire, but I don't know. I just can't find any love for it. I guess I'm just an old Remington lover. You know, surgeons and stillers and that sort of thing.
Yeah. My Tika, that thing is a stock Tika. That thing has the smoothest bolt on it. It's amazing.
Yep.
I don't know if it's from taking it to Utah and moon dust, basically polishing it while I was competing, but
they're smoother than a baby's. I got the old M55 Tika, and that's even smoother. Like awesome, really, really nice action.
Yeah, so Saint, I'm gonna have to wait to give you a better answer on that. I do like the Voodoos, but I have been having a couple issues, so I'm gonna try something different. Whether it works or not, I have no idea. Chassis preferences, I don't know what you're getting. I'm a big MPA. I like MPA's chassis. I'm actually going to try a Vision chassis, which hopefully they're going to send me one to review on the channel. And that one's kind of almost, it's got some really cool things about it. So I don't know. I haven't had a chance to have one in my hand yet, but I like the MPA stuff.
You need to review a foundation. See if you can't borrow one somehow. Review it.
I know. There's a few guys I know that do have one. So, I mean, it can be done. I think I would be biased, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, in order to do the review correctly, I'll just basically have to, like, delete everything and just tell you what I like and don't like about it. And not so much compared to a chassis, or maybe put that in there as well. But I do like things about it. I mean, it's beautiful looking, you know, like that's one of the things I do like about it, the looks of it. I don't know. The grip for me, the things that I don't like about it is the grip. I like messing with stuff and being able, like, if I could file the grip down so it was a little more shaped for my hand. Because I'm old, so I got like really bad arthritis in my hands now, and I would mess with it.
Yeah, I mean, I have a Manners. I'm short. I'm only barely 5'7", and I mean, I'd love to have a foundation, but I wasn't comfortable behind it. But the Manners just really fits me well. But the foundations are just made down the road here, so I mean, you go to a match here and I'm the only guy with a Manners, and you know everybody else, 50 shooters, 47 of them have foundations. So,
do you shoot with Charles Tippy?
No, he lives in Tulsa, not on a regular basis.
Okay, yeah, he's a huge foundation guy. He loves those.
Yeah,
he's over the last couple of years switched all his stuff over, I think, to foundation.
Yeah, if they come out with a model that a little bit better for shorter stature guys, I'd buy one today. They're a great company and they're great looking, and
yeah, they're definitely beautiful looking.
I need to spend more time behind my MPA chassis. I'm still on the fence about that one. I'm the same as you. I love my Menastock, that PRS1. It just fits me beautifully.
Yeah, see, and that's kind of the thing. Like this one, you can barely see it right here, but that's the BA Comp. I shot a lot of the Matrix chassis. I really like them, except you can't get the damn rifle to balance, even with the centerfire rifle. It's at 8 pounds. The ass of those things weighs 8 pounds. So unless you got a barrel that weighs like basically 40 pounds, it's not going to balance out correctly. So I'm actually switching back over to a BA hybrid. Which is a little bit lighter in the rear. So this rifle is strictly designed for balance. So I'm going to see if that's going to help or not.
I think my next barrel is just going to be 1.25 straight, just truck axle.
Yeah. Oh, that's the thing is everybody, like there's nothing wrong with them because I got 2 of them, but like a 20-inch like MDU contour, and you're still running all the front weights, all the external weights in the front to try to get these things to balance out. It's like, why would not just shit can all the weight and throw a big barrel in that son of a bitch.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So that's another reason why I'm trying that Remex out. And it would have been, just so you guys know, it would have been I probably would have done a Voodoo big barrel, basically a 125. I'm running 120, so it'll fit in an MPA chassis. But I would have built one around the Voodoo first, but my gunsmith is still trying to figure out how to do where you got to cut the lugs in.
Yep.
So
what twist rate are you going for the Remex?
1-16. I'm going to keep it the same. I figure
right.
Chris Simmons is kicking everybody's ass with a 1-16. I'm just going to keep it as is. I don't want to go down all these crazy rabbit holes. I might someday, but I'm just saying right now, I'm like, nah, just a 1-16.
I thought Chris was running a 1-9.
Chris Beck is running a 1-9.
Okay.
Chris Simmons is running a 1-16.
Yep. I was chatting to Mike Bush, and I was talking to him about 1-12, and he reckons the minimum length you want to go though is a 22-inch. Same with the 1-9. You have to go a longer barrel length.
Yeah, Simmons put a call into Mike about my Voodoo, so I don't know if you ever got a call back, but
he's busy at the moment. He's very, very busy.
Well, and the tough part is I can't even blame the rifle. I got to blame. Well, some of it I can. Their whole mag design sucks, but I'm trying to shoot Ely through a rifle that was designed to shoot Lapua. So I'm going to take the huge impact of that and just say that's my fault for doing that. But those were where the best groups were for me, was shooting the Ely.
So what's the issue? Is it just not feeding?
Well, before I had done a video, and it didn't seem to be an issue on one rifle or the other. It wasn't only that the 360 was having issues and the 90 was doing fine. But then looking back, so I basically took the 90, and that was allotted. That was actually the Center X was designed to shoot around that. It actually worked. Yeah. That was raised batch of ammo that worked well in the 90 degree. Never really shot great in the 360. So I did a bunch of testing, but the problem is where I really noticed, because I had never had a light primer strike or a failure to fire ever in either rifle until I tried the Ely in the 360. So it's part of it is the rifle's fault, and not because of the ammo, but it's the feeding issues of that. But then the other part is me trying to feed it the wrong food, basically, that it wasn't designed for.
Well, so the issue is a light primer strike. Is that what you're saying? That's the main issue. So it's feeding the round fine, but it's just the reliability.
No, it's having issues feeding the round, especially with the Ely. The light primer strikes there was an issue with that, but I changed the spring out. Still doing it.
Yeah. Well, as I think I said to you before, there's a lady here in Queensland. She's like an Australian rep shooter for rimfire bench rest. She went to a match up in Bundaberg, and she got, I think it was 32 or 34 light strikes out of the one box of the new batch of Ely, and she just exclusively shoots 10X. That's all she's ever shot for 10 years type thing. Wow. I've had a few other people say the same thing, and it just seems maybe they've changed either their compound or compound volume or whatever it is. So another guy at my range, same thing. He was shooting Ely match and having the same issue. He's just like, why am I getting all these light primer strikes out of his Anschutz?
Yeah, but the thing is Tree Feller, is I have given that ammo to Matt Pierce that shoots a 90 degree Voodoo. No issues. Ray shot it out of his rifle, his Remex and his Voodoo, and no issues. So I have to say that I think there's a little bit of more stuff. If Dick Hedges was on here, he has some other stories, but I don't want to tell his stories with the Voodoo 360. Now, remember, he's been running matches now for a few months, and he's seen 4. Look at this. He's seen 4 issues that happened to be around the 360. One of them was the bolt. As the guy or gal was cycling the bolt, it was coming all the way out. So basically, the bolt wasn't staying in. And then there was another issue with some trigger issues. So I don't know. Maybe they rushed it a little bit too much. I don't know.
This wasn't the 360 design originally the single shot. They just turned it into a repeater or something.
Yeah, that's the same as what I believe too.
Yep. Maybe that's why Mike's so busy at the moment. He's trying to work on that.
Yeah, I don't know. I wish they would have come out. I know the mags were proprietary, basically, to that platform, but I really think if they would have angled those like you'd see on, well, just to say the Remex has a, or different pistols that have a better angle as they feed up. You don't have where the bullet's locked in from rim lock.
Yep.
Just little things like that, I think. But I don't know. I still enjoy the Voodoo. I have no issues with it. It's just I get a little scared if I'm going to run a match and have to worry about failures. Anyways,
be good to see the Remex. I'm keen to see what you get and how it shoots.
Yeah, I'll be interested to try it out. You guys got anything you want to tell these great people out there in the YouTube world before we get the heck out of here?
Go shoot. Go to a match.
There you go. Joe M. Well said. Anything, tree feller? Wear your helmet while cutting tree. What?
Take a new shooter with you. Introduce someone new to it.
There you go. I like it. You guys are doing great. Bring your nieces and nephews, daughters, sons, friends, neighbors. Go take them shooting. You guys have a great night. We'll see you soon.
Talk to you later.
Safe. And I don't know.
Yep.
Drink
Have a good one.
Take care, everybody. Say it.
Do some aromatherapy.
Hold on. Let's see. I want to do this in broadcast. Night, everybody.